Villa Rosa Kempinski on this Inspiration Thursday when Dr. James Mwangi, aka King James, shows up on the bench. You know he's bearing a bunch of goodies, and the goodies are in the form of Wings to Fly, a scholarship program for kids getting into secondary school. Everything paid for 100%, and it's worked for the last 6 years and counting. 12,377 students this year alone. After the release of KCSE results today, 1,000 A's and counting. On the bench, King James himself, along with Jacqueline Cassisi, who's studying financial engineering at JKL, and a young man, orphaned from Dandora, went to Afafa Jericho, now at KU, studying microbiology, Experio Molo. I tell you, this is inspiration like no other. Tweets coming in very thick, very fast. Let me just read a couple. Ride Natty Ride says, Wings to Fly is an initiative that reminds me that humanity still exists. Lumc, I guess, says, Wings to Fly, what about those who are good at other talents, but the books wasn't their luck and are from disadvantaged backgrounds? Dr. Ari, hold that thought. And then there's another young man called Cruz Vodka. And there's a reason he's probably called Cruz Vodka, because he says, there are young youth who didn't pass well, but they have a vision to prosper in life. Do you consider such? And then AKA Justo, if that's your real name, Kenya needs a manager, not a politician. Ask Dr. James Mwangi if he can run for presidency like Trump. Daktari, they're asking, man. It's not, they're asking.
I thought they require a bank manager who can really honestly manage their money.
Yeah.
And spread prosperity
there you go.
To a whole country.
Okay, what about the people who are saying if you have talents other than book talent?
I think that's very important, and I hope this program will inspire others to start programs that focus on its different segments. I personally want my team to focus on this one, but we hope we will inspire others to take those who are very good in sports, those who are good in art, those who are good in different things, and we all compete to make our country better.
Absolutely. Do you guys, you find a lot of pressure? You're only 19.
Yeah.
People telling you, you know what, you have to be the best, you have to be this, you have to keep getting A's. Is there a lot of pressure for 19-year-olds, Jacqueline?
Well, there's pressure, of course. You have pressure from your sponsors, you have your parents, you have maybe your relatives, and you have to maintain like that high standard you've always portrayed. But then, at the end of the day, what is really most important to you? Is it the outward pressure that is compressing you, or it's the inward pressure, the inward motivation from you? I mean, if you're well motivated from inside, I don't think the outside pressure can kill you.
What motivates you, Jacqueline?
What motivates me?
What keeps you going?
What keeps me going is actually my dream. I dream, it's a weird one, but I dream to make others dream. I mean,
you dream?
To make others dream. That's what makes me wake up every single day. I just want to make someone else dream. And I mean, that just gives me enough motivation to wake up every single day, go to class, because I know what I'm doing today is going to help someone else tomorrow. Yeah. And I think that's what the society should also be about. Make someone else dream. Yeah. Make someone else's dream come true. And I think the society is going to turn out good.
Expery, what keeps you going?
Yeah, what keeps me going is the fact that my life was changed at some point. So I also should give back to my country. Now, until that day that my country, that there will be no challenges, that there will be no other children in the slums who are experiencing difficulties in their different areas, I will not relax until I see it to completion. Like, it's something about giving back to the society. If it was done to you, then you can also give back to save the others. Yeah. You see, that's how we will develop. We will become a country, a united country. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you both. That's really, really beautiful. Dr. Ari, Peterson Jenga says, Dr. James Mwangi and K Equity Bank gave me wings to fly. I am now a dental surgeon.
Yeah, Jeff, we have about 1,200 medical doctors, with 800 of them having qualified.
Unbelievable.
That's a contribution.
When you hear people like this gentleman here, Peterson Jenga, when you hear people like him saying things like this, what goes through your mind?
It inspires me to do even more, because it shows that whatever we are doing ultimately has good fruits. Now, the medical doctor no longer needs wings. He's now giving wings. He's serving his society. He's serving his community. When we just give him a chance to be able to realize that. So the more we can give, and that's really what inspires me, that it's not an exercise in futility. It's an exercise that you see impact, and significant impact, during your lifetime.
Absolute, during our lifetime. Jacqueline, if it wasn't for Wings to Fly, let's face it, where would you be?
Well, that's a long story.
Okay.
Where will I be? I'll be, let's say, maybe in a children's home still, because I will need to afford maybe high school fees, of course. Maybe I'll just be somewhere, I don't know. But of course not here. I'd be somehow worse than I am today. Maybe I wouldn't be in university. But thank God for the Wings to Fly. I mean, and I fly.
It's very. Where would you be?
Without the program, I actually wouldn't have a future. Yeah, because when I finished my primary school, I was taken back to the up country, and at some point I had lost hope. So I started getting used to that life. So now I try to imagine, if not for the scholarship, where will I be? I would not even have attended secondary education. I wouldn't be anywhere near to where I am today. Yeah.
Do you still have connections with the kids you grew up with in Dandora?
Yeah.
You see them?
Yeah, I see them.
And what are they doing mostly?
Yeah, you see, everyone chose his own path or her own path.
Yeah.
So like there are those who decided to concentrate on their education. There are those who maybe they were misguided and indulged in various activities.
Yeah.
But all in all...
Do you talk to them?
Yeah, I talk to them, most of them.
Are they listening? Do they listen?
Yeah, they really listen, yeah.
How about you, Jacqueline? Do you see any of your old mates?
Yeah, I do.
From the children's home?
Yeah, some, not all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are the others? Dead?
Some, and some of my classmates who are day scholars, some some ended up in drugs.
Yeah.
Others maybe in robbery and got shot. Yeah, things happen.
Absolutely. Dr. Paul Bundi Karao. Dr. Mwangi has mentored me in word and deed. I pray for him to keep on. God bless you.
Yeah, maybe Kenyans needs to know that was the best student in the country, I think in 2007 or something like that. From a very tiny school in the Rakanithi.
In Tarakaniti? Yeah, we're still waiting for their votes from the last election.
Very gifted doctor.
Yes.
He got, when we sponsored him to university, during his second year he was identified as a specially gifted student. So he did, within 4 years he had done 2 degrees.
2. Fantastic.
Went on to do his master's. He's now a lecturer and also a medical doctor.
And look at this guy, Slim, the real Slim Shady, that's his name. Says, I am a pre-university beneficiary. Big up King James. I'm currently interning at Isiolo branch.
We give them a chance so that they can earn a scholarship to university.
What about those who don't make it, Dr. Ari?
We expect society continues to give them opportunities. We lobby for them to be given opportunities to earn a living. But let me say that out of the training, particularly the mentoring and coaching, none get wasted. None get wasted.
None.
None.
Ahmed Abdi says, I am a Form 1 dropout. My parents could not raise the 5,000 shillings for school fees. I paid it myself. Today, I am founder and CEO of my company.
That's it.
It's not just Wings to Fly.
Yeah.
You know, people can still pull themselves up from their bootstraps. What do you tell people who worked as hard as you all, but didn't get A's, didn't get the scholarships? What do you tell them? And they lose hope, because a lot of them are very hopeless. What do you tell them, Jacqueline?
Okay, what I would tell them, you didn't get an A, yes? That doesn't mean you weren't the best. It just means that, well, you didn't get an A, yeah? So I'd like, okay, fine, let me just allude to the Bible a bit. When Moses was at the burning bush, God asked him, what do you have in your hand? Like, what are you holding? And God used the staff he was holding. So the same thing to everyone. God asks you, what are you holding in your hand? Moses had a staff. And I'll ask all the Form 4s or just anyone, what is in your hands? You have a B, what can you do with your B? You have a A-, what can you do with your A-? Kenya doesn't need your A-. Kenya needs what you can actually give to it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that A shapes you for the society. That A doesn't give you a future. Just makes a bridge for you to get whatever you want to get. And at the end of the day, if you're a doctor, you won't give a patient an A. You'd give the patient what? Treatment. That's what the society needs. Your grade is just a bridge.
Absolutely.
And when you're done crossing the bridge, you won't need it anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
By the way, that part you mentioned about Moses and the burning bush, that part was not in the movie The Ten Commandments.
No, it was actually when Moses was he was in front of the Red Sea.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry, that
part. The bush was he was told to take off his sandals, remember?
Yeah.
Because he's stepping on holy ground. You see?
Yeah.
You see?
I think Jackie's answer is very right. We can't all be A students.
Yeah.
Jeff, I was not an A student.
You?
Oh, never.
Come on.
Jeff, in standard 3, I was the last in class. So none of us should ever give up. Resilience. Hang on hope.